You're welcome back to the chat right here on Channel One, the TV. I'm super excited to be having this where I nearly missed it because I'm too excited about this. Yeah, my name is Eko Kumsi. Confirm on all social media platforms at PK_Kumsi. Kumsi spelled with a double N. Like we love to do it on the chat. This is where entertainment lives. This is where we love to talk about everything entertainment. Did you love the Nativ Afrik band? Ladies and gentlemen, I have three handsome gentlemen with me here in studio, and they are going to tell us all about the Nativ Afrik band, and then also how is it that they are traveling the world with the Frafra language? Because most people feel like language is very important. If you don't sing in English, nobody is going to listen to you. But this band is traveling the world with the Frafra language. We'll delve deeper into that. And you saw the the white man in there, or the European, let's put it that way, in there, who was also playing, the ladies who were singing along and actually blowing the trumpets. I love everything about it. Gentlemen, you're welcome to the chat. How are you guys doing?
You're great.
You're doing great. All right, so quickly, if I do a quick intro, I have three gentlemen. So I have Alfred Tamaklo, who is a member of the band. How are you doing, Alfred?
I'm fine.
You're doing very fine.
Good, yeah.
And then we have Nick Morrison, or Nico Morrison. Is it right?
It's correct.
Perfect.
Correct.
And he's a guitarist and also a member of the Nativ Afrik band. And we have Emmanuel Amponsan, who is the band leader and also a drummer of the band. Man, you guys are really good.
Thank you.
You guys are so good.
Thank you.
Thank you for
How
your
long has the
kind
band been
words.
around?
7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
And you are doing this good.
Yeah.
What actually inspired you to put these people together and say, okay, I'm forming this band and it's going to be something that's happening?
Practically in my music life, I've been playing with multinationals for a very long time. So it's like a continuation.
A continuation of something that you've already been enjoying. Do you remember some of the people you've played with back then before you formed this band?
Yeah, quite a long number of people.
Okay.
Alain Marie, Shaggy, like there's a saxophonist called Shaggy, was a Nigerian.
Okay.
Some from Central African Republic, Ivorians, Senegalese. Yeah, so.
Wow. So.
Yeah, and some from people from France as well. So
okay. It brings it home.
Yeah.
I think this is why Emmanuel and I get along so well.
Oh, really?
It's because we've both played very internationally with many musicians, and we both love music from all over Africa also.
Oh, so how many people have you played with so far? Do you remember?
Oh, I mean, no, it would be too hard to say right now, but I have also played with Malians, Senegalese, Burkina Faso, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Ethiopia, so.
Now, Nick, for you, what is it about African music that draws you this close? How many years have you been playing with African bands?
I fell in love with African music really about 15 years ago. So when I was in my 20s, and it was because I was interested in where blues and jazz came from.
Okay.
And as I was studying the origins of blues and jazz, and it led me to Africa. And here I am.
Wow, so you've been playing with African bands for 15 years now.
Approximately, yeah, something like that.
Wow, man, that's really, really good. Now, what goes into like the formation of your music? Because your music is not really, I didn't understand anything you were singing, let me be very honest, but I loved it. What is it about Nativ Afrik that makes people love it in as much as they don't understand it? And anybody can take it, actually.
Okay, so practically I do a lot of stuff from my country, the origin. So the basic patterns and the language is from my country. And the embellishments are the jazz and other influences that we bring together to create this piece. Yeah.
So that's why you are, because one of the things I was listening, when I was listening to one of the things I was hearing is that you were playing some consistent sequence, but then you were singing over it. So at the back, you feel like you're listening to jazz, but then there is vocals over it. Now, Mr. Tamaklo, what actually do you do with the band? Because I didn't see you singing.
No.
You were in the background, but you're a member of the band. What actually do you do with the band?
Well, I am like the one coordinating
Okay, you are the coordinator of the band.
of this collaboration
Okay.
between Nativ Afrik and the German musicians.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because Emmanuel reached out to me in Denmark. I live in Denmark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but before I left here, I used to work with Ghanaian Times and Weekly Spectator,
Okay.
arts writer. So Emmanuel reached out to me and said, Alfred, please, can you put together some European musicians so we can work with them? So I reached out to a friend who is a common friend of mine and Nick,
Nikos. Okay.
and asked him, because he had a band in Germany, Berlin, and played together with Nick. So he linked me to Nick, and his name is Max Weissensfeld.
Okay.
He is also a musician, drummer, a German, moved his studio from Germany, Berlin to Kumasi. And since 2018, he's been producing three Ghanaian bands,
Okay.
bringing them over to Europe to tour
Every year.
every year.
Okay.
Big tours, big festivals. He's doing a great job. So he linked me to Nick, and then I discussed the idea with Nick. Nick said, yeah, I like the idea, let's go for it. And I told Nick and Emmanuel, I think we should bring in some lady horn players to give the band a gender balance, you know. And they agreed, and then we talked to Nick, and then Nick got
us the ladies.
Beautiful ladies.
Oh man,
horn
I
players.
was really impressed and excited. Let me put it that way. Not really impressed, but excited when I saw, you know, the ladies on their horns, because you know there is this stereotype that horns is for men. You know, is a male thing, it's a male dominant thing. But to see ladies who are playing horns to this perfection, level of perfection, I was really, really excited about that. But Nick, what is it about African Afro bands, right, that excel so much in Europe? What is it about the Europeans, or is it about Europeans loving the band, or is it about the band performing well to Europeans?
It's, you know, it's a fascinating question. There's, you know, I would say that at the root of a lot of music that we listen to in Europe, I mean, we live in Berlin. Berlin is the center, or one of the centers, of techno and electronic culture, electronic musical culture. And what is the rhythmic basis of modern techno and electronic dance music? It's it's African rhythm, right? It's what is at the basis of what people are dancing to in the clubs. And so for me, often people get maybe a little older, right? They maybe grow up a little bit from the club times, and they get more and more interested in where the music came from. And you know, people know Pat Thomas, they know Ebo Taylor, as they get interested in this music, and so that's why these bands like Kwashibu Area Band or Saint Tropez are touring Europe, and people are loving it because they recognize the rhythmic feeling, but now it's a live band playing it, and so they go crazy. They dance like nuts when they see this music.
Wow.
Even if they don't understand the language.
Even if you don't understand, they'll still dance to it because it's forming the basis for it.
Yeah.
But how is it then, Mr. Tabaklo, and how is it then that when you come home to Ghana or to Africa, the band culture seems to be like on the back foot, if I put it that way? You know, it's not at the forefront as it ought to be, it's at the back foot. What is actually contributing to that?
Yeah, well, if we look at other African countries, it's a different story. If you look to the Sahelian, Senegal, Mali, Gambia, you know, Niger, when they are out there, you know, their people love it. Back home as well. If you go to South Africa, Kenya, Zimbabwe, they go crazy with their music. When you come home to Ghana, my observation is, you know, people like the music, but the reaction to the music is not the same. You know, I have lived in Europe for a while, for nearly 3 decades now. You know, when I arrived in Europe, I've been to many festivals. You know, there were very, very, very few Ghanaian bands
that were playing there.
Playing festival, big festival. You always see other African countries, coming over, and I asked myself, what's wrong? So, I mean, we have the talent in Ghana, abundant talent, but we need to organize. We need to organize, create the music with our own, which the European or Americans or whoever wants to listen to. Music is a universal language.
Yeah, I really like that. Now, tomorrow, something beautiful, something big is happening. The first ever African-German collaboration happening right here in Accra. And we call it the African-German Music Festival. I see Edith Steyer, right?
Yeah.
Steyer, the Nativ Afrik. I see you, Nick. Oh, Edith Steyer, the lady that played the saxophone.
Exactly.
Okay, West Coast Ibusia. Yogat. Okay, she also played the trumpet.
Yeah.
And then we have Mr. Brown. Why did you guys decide to put together something like this for Ghanaians, especially people living in Accra?
Well, I would say Germany has been a big help to Ghanaian music. During the revolution days, there were curfews. Germany was open, had an open door to Ghanaians traveling to Germany.
Yeah.
And a lot of musicians went there. George Darkon, Sometimer, Bob Fisher, Bob Fisher, Lidodu,
Nane Champon.
That was later.
Echo
Alabi Savage.
Okay.
This bass player, Karikari is his name.
Yeah, Ralph Karikari. This is his son, Frank Karikari.
And they make hits there. So Germany has been a good, help to Ghanaian development of Ghanaian music.
Okay.
And they took it to another level when they arrived. So this is just a continuation
of what has been happening over.
Before.
And luckily, I did not have to learn high life in the last week because I was playing it in Berlin with all these Ghanaians that Alfred has been talking about.
That's really, really good. Now, Nick, somebody is sitting at home watching us right now. What should they expect tomorrow when they make their way to the +233 Jazz Bar and Grill? Pay some good money, sit down. What should they expect? Are you going to give us more than we've seen today?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, the band is going to be about twice as large.
Oh, okay.
There's the horn. There are going to be 6 to 7 horns, keyboards, another guitar, a fantastic percussionist, really one of the best that I've heard playing percussion. So I'm also very excited to hear West Coast Ibusa is a fantastic Ghanaian band. So. And Emmanuel's repertoire is really diverse. Like you heard today, it starts really in the folkloric elements of the traditional instruments, going through classic high life sounds, up to this faster tempo dance band sounds, some burger high life, a lot of different styles. Because Emmanuel is, like I said, he's like me. He's a historian.
Likes to explore
of African music also. Yes.
Oh, that's nice. Now, Emmanuel, tell someone. What is happening tomorrow? Where is it happening? Any price they need to pay or amount they need to pay to be able to get in, and promise them they are going to give them something beautiful for tomorrow.
Okay. So tomorrow it's happening at +233 Jazz Bar and Grill. The time is 7:30 p.m. prompt, and then the rate is 100 cedi.
100 cedis, okay?
Yeah, and then trust me.
I don't need to hear trust in.
It's going to be a great night.
This lineup is one of the best in the country.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, trust me. Each and every musician and its own vibe. And trust me, you wouldn't, that money probably after you decide, no, the gate fee was too cheap. Let me drop more money. Yes, I have to add on,
So tickets are going to be sold at the gate?
Yes, at the gate.
So you cannot get it before the event?
No, it's at the gate.
It's at the gate.
Yes.
All right. So ladies and gentlemen, people you want to say thank you to before we go, who have supported you to make this happen?
Well, I want to say a big thank you to the German business delegation in Ghana, because they are having the German days, and this is part of that event. So we are grateful for the collaboration from their part. We are grateful to +233 Jazz Bar and Grill for giving us the platform And we are thankful to all the musicians who have come all the way from Germany and native Afrik musicians, dedicated, committed. So it's going to be wonderful tomorrow.
Man, I know it's going to be a beautiful time tomorrow.
And some management members who are not around.
Okay.
Joshua, Julius, the engineer, is also a management member.
Okay.
And Joshua, who is sitting at home watching us right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Joshua.
so there's a whole lot of, a good array of people who have been supportive. And
Nick.
And speaking for the Europeans, I would say we want to thank Nativ Afrik for working so hard to get us here. They really funded this trip themselves.
Wow.
So we are very, very honored to be here, and the hospitality has been exceptional.
Have we tried any Ghanaian food?
What have I had? Palava sauce, plantains, yam, fufu. Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
fufu with which soup?
I had tilapia soup. Yeah.
Tilapia soup. Tilapia like soup.
Yeah.
No, let them give you a benkwine.
Okay.
Do you know a benkwine?
No, I haven't tried that yet.
Say a benkwine.
Okay.
Oh, say it.
Says
a benkwine.
A benkwine.
Good. Make sure you have it. You would love it.
I will.
We're really also grateful to ChannelOne TV.
Sure. Thank you
for bringing us on the
show.
show.
I mean, it's going to be a wonderful time tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, now let me tell you one thing. Tomorrow, if you go, there is this small boy Danger in the band. He is on the bass guitar. When you go, just pay attention to that boy. He is going to give you some really good pickup lines. Like, I was losing myself listening to him. Where did you get that boy, by the way?
he's in Takoradi, where I live.
Oh.
No, let me tell you the truth.
Okay.
I've been looking for this guy for over a year now.
Wow.
I saw him play at a carnival, and I was just passing, and I heard the boy play. Okay. So this year, I actually saw a lead guitarist, and I told him, I'm looking for a boy who played at a carnival last year. He says, oh, he's my brother. Then I said, please, give him his number.
And that's it?
Yes.
And he's a member of
what's his name?
What's his name?
Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah, he's Patrick.
Patrick what?
Afenyi.
Patrick Afenyi, Charlie. Good job, man.
And I've forgotten something. There is another artist here, Okori. She is also helping with vocals and part of the collaboration. She is one of the topmost artists here. So I'd want to also say thank you to Okori for supporting us.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Perfect.